Hi, and welcome to another Time to Change video by the Practical Disciple. My name is John Arnold, and today we're going to address the issue of clutter. All that crud that's laying around your house or your office or in desk drawers or closets that just gnaws away at you silently. Clutter is a huge drain on productivity. First off, it's very distracting, and it pulls your energy away in that way. Clutter can also be a real productivity drain in that sometimes you find yourself scrambling to find things needlessly because you don't know where they are. They're somewhere hidden in the pile on your desk or in a closet. So that lack of organization will just eat away at your time as you look for things. The other thing that I have found is that everything I own owns a little bit of me. So if you can take and not just organize that clutter, but actually eliminate some of it and get rid of things you're no longer using, that you no longer need, it frees up some space in your subconscious and in your mind and emotionally to be applied to other things. So we're going to look at a very specific way that I did 5 years ago. I started doing this 5 years ago. It was a revolutionary impact on the clutter in my home. 5 years ago for Lent, I decided that I wanted to ruthlessly eliminate clutter and excess. And I went and I got 40 grocery sacks, just good old regular size plastic grocery sacks. I laid them in my closet so that every morning when I opened my closet and got ready to pull out clothes and get ready for the day, I saw them laying there. It was a visual trigger for me to get rid of 40 bags of stuff in 40 days. I pulled a sack out every day. I filled it up. I either threw it away if it was just junk that needed to go, or I donated it. I donated a lot of things to Goodwill. I donated a lot of things to a clothes closet we had in our church at that time. I also gave a lot of things away to friends. You know, my kids had outgrown things, and I knew children who were younger than them, and I could pass stuff down to them that they would appreciate. So I got rid of 40 bags in 40 days. Now, I have to tell you, if I had gone into Lent and my goal had been I'm going to clean every room in my house, go through my car, go through my office, every drawer and every closet, I don't think there's any way it would have ever happened. But that's exactly what happened when I set aside 40 bags and I threw them out every day for 40 days. At the end of Lent, I had purged every closet, every drawer in my office, in my home, and all the stuff in my car. And it was a new reality I was living in, not having 40 bags of junk that was needlessly taking up space in my life and pulling at me all the time to do something with it. So I highly recommend you do this. Now, since that time, 5 years ago, I have put out the idea of doing 40 bags in 40 days to 2 different churches. I've given it to people in other churches. I've had a lot of family and friends try it, and I have seen some critical differences between the people who succeed at it and the people who fail at it. And I want to go over those with you. I have them outlined on my website in a handout if you want to download it. Let me show you where that is real quickly before we do that. If you go to my homepage, on my homepage you'll see a tab called Resources, and you give that a double click. It will open up, and you want to skim down here to where it says Simplicity, and under it you'll see 40 bags in 40 days. You click on that and you'll have a one-page handout that can remind you of the key points in this. Specifically, what I want you to pay attention to are these 3 bullet points over here, and I can condense the first 2 into one simple line, and that is never do any more or never do any less than 1 bag a day. I'll tell you why. The folks who jump on this and they do 5 or 10 bags at first and they work ahead, I've never seen anyone do that and accomplish all 40 bags. They flame out, they start out all excited and they're giddy with joy at getting rid of stuff, but they flame out and they never finish the 40 bags. I haven't seen one person do it yet. The other thing that happens is if people start skipping days, I have found that mentally then they feel like they have to do 2 bags the next day, and oftentimes 2 bags becomes 3 bags, and then it becomes overwhelming. And I found that people who skip days and plan on making up later, they also never finish to 40. So never do more than 1, never do less than 1, do 1 a day. And it was really important for me when I did this process to do 1 a day, because it actually put me in a daily discipline of addressing clutter in my life. And that reset my bar around how I deal with clutter. So the daily discipline is really important, and honing that in you, nurturing that in you is really important. Now, you don't have to do 40 bags. You may do 20 bags or 15 bags. I would suggest that you do at least a dozen bags, but you physically count out 12 bags right now today. Put them someplace where you're going to run into them every day, and make sure you do not go to bed without filling a bag. If you do that, I guarantee it is going to have a revolutionary impact on your life in terms of the clutter that's now there. So that's your tip for the day. Get rid of a single bag every day. Do it for a set period of time. Never do any more or any less. And watch the clutter in your life drift away. All right, I look forward to seeing you in the next video.